Hi everyone, I'm back. I've come up this afternoon to do a wee trial run of the barbecue. As you know, my fire building skills have not been great, so I'm going to do a wee test run of that before my camp out overnight. It's a nice cool 24 degrees, about 75 Fahrenheit, so it's fairly cloudy and overcast at the moment, so that's making it feel quite a bit cooler. That's certainly making it feel quite a bit cooler without being in the blazing sun. I also made another minor modification to the tarp system. As you can see here, I've tied another piece off in the middle and tied that up to the tree. And what that's done is it's given me a lot more overhead space above the sleeping area. So that's been a major improvement there. You can see that there's a lot more space. So not as claustrophobic in the sleep area, which is great. So let's get this wee barbecue started and we'll see if my fire building skills are improving after all these days and days of trying. I have put some charcoal on the bottom, some very small kindling sticks, and then some even smaller kindling sticks with a kind of dry, I don't know what kind of moss it is, it's some sort of moss that grows on the tree. It's very dry. So are the sticks, and I've also got a homemade fire lighter on the top, which I can show you a picture of how I made them, but essentially they're just cotton balls with wax in the middle tied in a nice wee parcel. So let's get that lit up and see how we get on with it. I'll bring you back in a minute. Well, I think we're off to a good start. I always say that, don't I? It always starts really well. But this time I'm really crossing my fingers. I have got some water handy to douse it out in case it looks like it's going to spread, but I've cleared a lot of the vegetation that was round about it. I've dug a hole at the bottom. It's not peaty soil anyway, but that brick at the bottom is a solid piece of 4 bricks that are cemented together, so I'm not expecting them to cause any problems. What I'm hoping is if I can maybe establish that bed of charcoal, then I'll be able to either put a tin or a pot somewhere on top here. I have got a barbecue grate that I can bring up. I quite often hear that helicopter overhead and I wonder if it's somebody thinking I'm sending out a smoke signal. No, it's not a helicopter, it's a wee aeroplane. So yet again, as you can see, this stage always very impressive. It's getting to the next stage, it's getting that good hot bed of coals, which is what I need to cook on. I could certainly put a pot on top of that and cook, but I don't know how long that would last. I don't think that would last any length of time, not long enough to cook something. And so what I really need is for this stuff on top to get hot enough to start lighting up that charcoal that's underneath. I mean, they're very small pieces. I mashed the charcoal up into much smaller lumps because they were far too big. Well, I think it's been a partial success. I do think the barbecue area is partially successful. I think it's contained enough and it's safe enough and it looks enough like a barbecue. So the coals is another issue. But I made that minor modification to the sleeping area as well, which was good. So some success today. So I've set a date on Tuesday night for an overnight. It's going to be one of the hottest days, so should be a fairly pleasant night. hopefully by then we'll have resolved this barbecue. But anyway, I'll see you again soon. Bye.